reluctant to learn technology. And so can you think of any other Bruneian examples? Like why you think moving towards e-government is a challenge? Yeah. Infrastructure, yeah.
Not everyone's technophiliac.
Sometimes people are technophobic. You think you're afraid of technology. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Okay, I'm planning to introduce the theory of organizational learning. It's basically about learning to enhance organizational effectiveness. It's, according to the social approach, it's the coming together of individuals to enable them to support and encourage each other's learning, which in the longer term benefits the organization. It's the interdependency between people, action, symbols, and processes. So, there are various types of organizational learning. Here I'll talk about single loop learning and double loop learning. Single loop is when occurs when errors are detected and then fixed, but no changes are made to the policies, goals, and function of the organization. Let's take a simple example. If you're using, if you ran out of ink in the office printer, and then you ask somebody to replace the ink for you. But double loop learning is when you try and ask the person to teach you how to replace the ink cartridge. Something like that. And it's double learning also involves unlearning, meaning you have to forget what you have learned in the past and apply the new things that you've learned. And we can also relate organizational learning to organizational change. So, okay, organizational learning, according to this, it's where it is required, double learning is required, double loop learning, because we need to let go of management, we need to let go of control, meaning we allow other people to move freely and empower them. So, do you think that change starts from the top management or bottom down? Bottom up. Bottom up. Well, we have to be pragmatic here. It all depends. It can be bottom up or top down. It all depends on the situations. So, okay. We can also use technology. IT is one of the main contributors towards a successful implementation of e-government. So, using organizational learning to use IT. If you're using a complex system, you need to know how to use it. So, what better way to learn new system than forming a group and then discuss with your colleagues how to do this and that, and learn from each other. On the other hand, IT can also be used to support organizational learning, meaning, okay, probably computers can be used to help you learn, I don't know, basic stuff. So yeah, and actually organizational learning and IT complements each other. They facilitate each other. It's like moving in a round circle. Alright. We can also use IT to build core capabilities. It's according to resource-based view, where resources, human capital, and technology, the infrastructure, and so on, can be used. When you have work practices, you have a routine in your work practices, and then from that you can build your capabilities, where you're in the capability loop and move forward to a strategic loop. Yeah, this is a bit hard to explain. Yeah, I didn't do much research on this yet. So yeah. So why do we need organizational learning in the public sector? We need to induce organizational learning within and across the government departments, because before it is widely accepted by the people, we need the people within the departments and across the different ministries in the government to start and practice e-government, and then we promote learning to the public, like having roadshows, because some people still don't know what e-government is. I have a lot of people, a lot of my friends keep asking me, what is e-government? And I thought everybody would know, because e-government is basically using IT to provide public services. So I thought it's something that is common sense. And then now I know that people don't think that e-government is something of a common sense. So that's why we need to teach the public about e-government. And then we also need pragmatic approaches to organizational learning, because we need to study the ways in which IT shape organizational learning and how such learning in turn gradually transforms the technological culture of organizations. Alright, moving on to the recommendations. This is the general recommendations that I think could be added towards this research. We could learn and emulate best practices of other countries' e-government initiatives. For example, South Korea is one of the best e-government implementation so far. In 2008, the US is ranked as the first, followed by Sweden, I think. We could also have incentives, motivations, and trainings. And we should be less neurotic, meaning we should be less fearful. We need to welcome change. And therefore we allow change, learning to happen. So, I know we are sometimes reluctant to change, we are resistant to change because it's human nature. But we need to be, just welcome change and try to, sorry. Alright, alright. Okay, the summary. Human capital is important in the implementation as well as IT. So I think that organizational learning could be applied. So this is a question to whether it can be applied to improve the citizens and employees' acceptance, participation, and readiness towards transformation of the public sector. And with that, I end it with similar to e-commerce and e-business, is e-business boom. Where e-government is heading, it is yet to be known. So I'll leave you to think about it, whether e-government is there or we're going somewhere with it, or So thank you.